the bottom, from the bottom.
Why does it say you're on stage?
Oh, because we live. Well, we can go live with this. You
Oh, because
know.
now that says live, and now I say see that say recording. Okay.
Yeah. So we back again with an old guest from back in the day. Killer Kellz back in the building. He's sitting
What's up?
outside freezing right now.
Actually, it's pretty nice for once. Had a
You
nice
know,
Washington brisk air.
should we both was free on a rare night, so we were like, man, let's go on to do a podcast then. Kel, tell everybody what you've been up to since the last time you've been on the show. Well, last time he wasn't live, so y'all never seen what he looked like. But we upgraded now, so now you can see all the guests on the show.
I think how long ago was that?
Man,
Like,
18? 18? No?
well, yeah, it was definitely before COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I
Well,
mean,
when
since
was COVID?
then, like 2020 to 2022.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it had to be like probably 19, probably 18, 19.
Yeah, but like since then, I mean, it's just been the same old, just working, doing the janitorial biz. But since then, uh, got to do a little more traveling, take the family out to Hawaii, go see
He
my
loved
parents down in San Antonio and such. Other than that, just working.
So Kale go to Hawaii quite a bit, and
Yeah,
he go to the Big Island. I don't know what's the name of the Big Island,
shit, I can't even tell you. Oahu.
but he
There you
but
go.
he did say that he said that he would move over there and pay $10 a gallon for milk.
It's
You
not
know,
quite $10, like seven, but shit, might as well be 10.
yeah, you
Pretty
might
sure
well just
now.
round up.
Shit,
You
pretty now
know,
with inflation.
so you might well just honestly, you might well be lactose intolerant over
Shit, now I need my cereal.
there. So,
Yeah.
me and Kel, we talk almost every night. Ain't no telling how long we be on the phone for because we both be out late at night. And it's not like we got coworkers or nothing like that. So, ain't no telling what we'll talk about and stuff. So we probably gonna have probably like some topics of some clips or something. Because sometimes this stuff just be crazy. What we talk about. So sometimes if we got time, should probably come on here and put it out there. But the first thing we're gonna talk about is the unwritten rules of life that everyone should know. What do you think some of those are? Cause common is not so common anymore.
I don't know about common, but like one thing that when we always talk, one thing I think everybody should know how to do is cook. One thing out of a life to, I don't know if that's the unwritten rule of life, but shit, one thing I think you gotta learn to do in life is learn how to cook. It makes everything cheaper as far as like in the long run, but like be able to feed yourself and not have to live off ramen, especially when you ain't living with your parents, is the best thing. And like I never met a woman who doesn't like a man who doesn't know how to cook.
Mm. But what if they Uber eat?
That's what I'm talking about. That's that money. How much you spend in Uber Eats, you can like make a meal for like 2 days.
Mm.
Especially if you're a single person.
Yeah,
Because they
yeah, you're right.
because
But
I
I
don't think
mean,
I don't think since Uber Eats has been out, I don't think I've ever used Uber Eats, not even once.
well,
Because
because
that
you
shit's
stay
just like
near all
hella.
the restaurants. You
Like,
can walk to all the restaurants.
I know I can walk. I can walk everywhere, but yeah, but still, like, not even that. It's just like they upcharge everything. Like, like how much they upcharge, you can. You're almost buying a damn meal for like. the driver by itself on the fees.
Yeah, but the thing is,
So
you don't gotta leave your house.
you don't get to meet nobody. And you stay at home all by yourself, just jacking off
What?
and like being lonely.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean, shoot, some people don't leave their house. You don't have to leave your house for nothing.
Yeah,
You got
that's why.
Amazon, you got delivery drivers. Shoot, I'm trying to think what else they got out there.
And that's what we talking about, them lonely ass people in the world. They ain't got no friends because they ain't got no social life. They ain't never leave the
But
house.
but I mean, they do got a social life. It's just online. Everybody be on like streaming. They playing video games. You
Yeah,
know,
but that's yeah, but I guess.
but I think
Oh,
you ain't like physically seeing nobody. You just online talking to people. I think, man, shoot, what should everyone know? Dang, I ain't never thought about it. I think you're right about the cooking. I think everybody should know how to wash clothes. Well, I don't know, cause they
wash
got
clothes.
to. Mm,
I don't know. There's not like I wouldn't say they're like rules of life, but there's like little things that people have taught me. Not even taught me, but there's just like little things that people have said to me throughout life that have been like little things that I take in heart. Like my dad's friend, Anthony, when he came down to help me like work on Carmen's car when we drove it from Washington all the way down to Texas. And like we were doing just like simple repairs on it. I mean, like he was telling me like you should always take care of your horse because your horse is no, you shouldn't buy your horse. You should
your
always take
horse,
care of your you should always take care of your car because your car is like your horse, like back in the old day. And he was like, back in the old day, people really depend on that horse to get to point A to point B, but it wasn't just for means of transportation, it was also like means of like use of work as well, like the horse. So he was saying like, this car is like very um like treat it as an important like as an important item. Don't let it like just go to shit, because like you wouldn't let your old horse go to shit because your horse would do so much for you back in the day.
but then he talking about like as far as like oil change and tires, or he talking about like just take care of your car, period, so it can
So
last a long time.
yeah, just overall maintenance, make sure it lasts. Just like don't neglect stuff, let it fall apart.
Yeah, I can see that, but I think depending on where you at, that probably wouldn't help. 'Cause, like if you over in New York, you probably don't have a car.
Well, niggas
You
better maintain their scooter and their bicycles and
know?
them rollerblades.
So I'm trying. I'm trying to think of like was man, you already got the cooking. Shit, I think that's like number one. I can't. I don't know what else a person should know. Dang, what else should a person know? Well, I'm thinking,
I don't
well, I was gonna say finances, but no, everybody can't do that either.
nah,
Dang,
I don't know.
dang,
Don't be don't be such in a rush to grow up. Don't think of age as like I don't know. You can't think of like certain ages of being so old. I don't know. Because like I tell you, when like I used to think of like I tell you 45 or 35 is old, but really and technically it's not. But like I don't know. You know how it is. You just depend on
Yeah.
your mindset out here.
Mm. Well, nah, dang, I asked that question. I don't even have an answer. What should everybody know? Mm. I think the cooking that got to be number one. Like, if we was on Family Feud, that'd be number one. Uh, shoot. I mean, would cooking be like taking care of yourself? Would that be in the same category?
Yeah.
Mm. Dang, I don't got nothing.
I
Uh,
don't know. It's like all those simple things that like a parent should teach their kid, so, especially if they
well, I
want them
think
to like be self-sufficient.
what do you think with a parent? I think like cooking, cleaning. I think those and like learn finances. I think those are like the probably the three most important things. And understanding your surroundings. You know, I think that would probably be like the best thing. Cooking, cleaning, understanding your surroundings, finances. Yeah, I don't know. I think that would probably be it. But then, don't you think the school should probably teach some of that stuff, like finances?
Well, I think they used to, but they could be cutting funding all the goddamn time, so they don't have
Hmm.
money for them classes. Because I mean, wasn't that what home ec was like teaching somewhat of like a cooking class, at least giving the
Okay.
kid the basics to learn how to read a measuring cup?
Wait, they don't got that no more.
Some schools don't.
You just made me remember. I took that in middle school,
Yeah,
but then it wouldn't be home ec no more. Cause when you get to high school, ain't it just called cooking class?
some have just cooking class, but it's still
Oh,
home
but
ec
yeah,
cooking class.
yeah, I guess you're right. Mm.
But then again, it all depends on what school you go to. Because like my school had individual and family life, which basically taught you like finances and all that little shit, like how you should grow up, how to look for a job, and then as far as like the individual life, and then they taught you things about like being a family. It's like that whole class that you see on like TV where like you get the baby doll and the little egg, you got to take care of it. If you like let the egg get cracked or anything, you guys fell. If the baby cries too long, you and your partner fell as parents. Yeah, we basically had that class.
Wait, did you
And
take
like
that
that,
class?
yeah.
I don't think I never. I don't think I ever
Oh
had to
man,
take the class when you do the egg and the baby.
we didn't do that. We did it like a simulated kind of like life, like the game life. Like we had dice and we would roll dice, and you'd be like, "How many kids do you have?" And you'll roll dice, and you'd be like, "Oh, I got four." So you got four kids, and you'd be like, "All right, we're gonna roll to see like what type of job you're gonna get." And then like the teacher had like a list of jobs. You get your job, see what the income is, see what your education is gonna be, and like everything's just like roll of a dice. And then like you and your partner just gotta like make decisions. Like they're gonna like give you your budget and be like, all right, here's your guys' family budget. Y'all make a decision. Like, what are y'all gonna do as far as like groceries and like groceries? Are you guys gonna buy a house? Are you guys gonna rent? Are you guys going to get one car? Are you going to get two cars? Are you guys going to travel on vacation or not take vacation? Like everything based off like your budget and like what you can and cannot do. And like that's how I knew like when I grew up, like as I was growing up, that like they dropped the statistic in there that like raising a kid from the age of birth to 18, you're going to spend at that time was like $125,000. 125
That
to
depends,
$150,000 for each kid. And I think
that depends on
now
where you live,
that
right?
actually, uh no,
Because
that was just the
down
average.
south would be way cheaper. Oh, okay, I got
Yeah.
you.
And then like and then now I think it's like up to a quarter of a mil per kid. So like
I,
so when I see people have kids, I'm just like, that's like $1 million. Like four kids, I'm like, oh, that's $1 million right there to raise four.
look,
And
who
that's
you
just
telling?
like that's the way I just look at that's just the way I always looked at kids because of that class and stuff. But
Oh,
it was a by far that was probably like one of the most legit classes I had in high school. And then like I also took my high school had a intro to business. So I was able to take a business class.
so if you look at kids like that, how much is Sean Alexander?
Oh, dog. I didn't even know he had that many kids. I didn't even know he had. I think it would have said he's about to have his 14th. I
Wait,
was
but then
like,
I never even like read it when it came out. Was that all with his wife, or did he have some from other marriages or something?
that's what I was about to ask because it was just a picture of a whole bunch of people together, and I was trying to see like if there was a woman like anywhere in there, and I couldn't find anything. So
So,
I was
so
like, I don't know.
how much you think it is for him to raise his kids?
I don't even know. I don't even know what he's doing. Because like I remember back in the day, Sean Alexander was a beast for the Seahawks. He was actually like one of my favorite running backs back then. And then like all of a sudden he just like stopped playing out of nowhere. I can't even remember what happened to him.
Well, he probably got hurt
I don't even recall him getting hurt. I just know he just like stopped playing. I just never saw Sean
because
Alexander.
I remember when I was a electrician, and I remember when they were telling me like he was building his house, and his house had like a full football field on the land and stuff, up in the like the mountains and stuff. But I don't know if that's when he really stayed, but I could just imagine how big of a house he to have that many kids. Dang,
Shit,
that's
he might as well go fucking buy an old like high school or some shit.
dog. I just couldn't believe. Yeah, he got man. He is not joking around. Sure, I thought the ones I had was a lot. I can't imagine having that many. That stuff
You
must,
got
man.
you either traveling with like two caravans or you're like everybody's in like a limo.
Well, my thing is just think of like his water bill and his grocery bill.
Yeah.
Like, God, man, it's a lot of kids. But
I don't
shoot, he
know.
played in the NFL, so he can afford it.
That's not true because they say most athletes go broke after 8 years after dropping out of after getting out of the league because they get checks just like we get checks. We get paid. They get paid like every what two like was it 2 weeks or after? No, they get paid weekly, I believe.
Yeah,
And
but
then
I
I
think,
believe some of them are able to like stretch out their checks for like 6 months or stretch it out to 12 for a whole year.
but he was a max player though. So with that many kids, he gotta be smart with his money, unless he on child
Yeah, but
support or something.
see, I wasn't living up. We weren't. I wasn't living up here at the time, so I don't know if he had like endorsement deals. Because like even now, like Marshawn Lynch isn't playing, but you still see Marshawn Lynch still on like the plumbing commercial joint. The I can't remember what the name of the company is, but you see Marshawn Lynch on
The
uh
rotor,
the
the rotor
plumber
rooter.
the yeah, you got that one. He has like no, the Beacon. I,
Oh yeah,
I think
quick
it's like the
freaking
Beacon
call
pump. Yeah, so you got like the Beacon joint. I think he got like a dealership he does, and
But he in a lot of shows right now too. He in a lot of movies
all,
and
but
shows.
that's what I'm saying. Like you actually see like Marshawn Lynch, a retired like football player, still out there being active and like doing something other than like just being broadcasting like Tom Brady, or you actually see them like doing other roles. So you can see that he has like other forms of income coming in, even though like Marshawn Lynch is still doing like his camps and shit. So he still has like things coming in like that. But like Sean Alexander, like there wasn't social media and shit like that at the time he was playing.
Wait, what? It was social
Sean
media.
Alexander
Oh,
at the time,
Sean.
Sean
I
Alexander
think
was
that's how you talking about.
Sean.
Are you talking about beast mode?
I want to say Sean Alexander, nigga. There wasn't even Twitter at that time.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But man, I hope he's smart. He gotta be smart. You have that many kids, you don't got no choice but to be smart. You know.
I think at that time, Facebook was actually going on. Facebook was like going on, but it was at the time where it was just like at the time where they allowed everybody to get one, where you didn't have to be a college student.
Well, I mean, but I think he probably set
Because
because I'm pretty sure he's doing something with football right now.
I hope so. Because I liked him as a player. I don't know anything about him personally or his personal life, so for all I know, that it could be like Ray Rice knocking bitches out. Nah. But I'm just saying, like, but all I know is like for a player, he was legit. I liked him as a
Yeah,
player.
yeah. Well, is this the only team he played for? Or did he go to the Broncos or something?
I don't know. I just know him play for the Seahawks.
Well, yeah. But let's see what we got here. What was the most ridiculous thing you argued about before?
I don't know.
I
This
know,
the
I know. I got one thing that stand out. I got to arguing with a guy um, because I told him his cousin was his cousin.
or they dating or some shit.
No, not to his cousin was his cousin, and he was like, "That's
I
not my cousin." And I'm sitting
I
here
know.
arguing with him about,
What
yes,
do you
that
have?
is your cousin.
Why you have such a problem about it?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. 'Cause we ended up getting a fighting about that, you know. And then as I got older, I realized, man, that was so stupid to tell him who his family was, you know. And yeah, that was I don't know. When you're young and dumb, that stuff kind of crazy.
Well, you saying that makes it sound like that nigga wasn't his cousin.
Oh no, no. I was just saying that somebody was his cousin, somebody that was in the hood. I'm telling him that was his cousin. And, he was just saying that's not his cousin, and I'm up here telling him no, that is your cousin.
I
And
know, but you're saying like I shouldn't have done that. Makes it sound like oh he wasn't his cousin after all. I was
no,
wrong.
I don't think they was cousins. Yeah, I don't think they was. I don't even know why I got so offended trying to tell him who his family was. You know, but I don't know. I was young, so stuff happened. You know,
Uh,
would you? You probably wouldn't never. You probably never got to argue.
nah, I think the only time I ever argued that probably felt stupid was like when I was like in middle school. We were playing football with, like these. Well, I was in middle school. The other kids were in high school, and we were playing football against kids from a different neighborhood. And we were playing defense, and the kid said I tripped him on a play, but I didn't trip him. But we kept arguing back and forth about like me and him tripping, but it just broke out into a fight, and I ended up getting my ass whipped. But I didn't. But I was so small than it was expected, so
Oh,
it
because
was funny.
they was high schoolers.
Yeah, I think it was a senior. I was in like eighth grade. I was playing with him,
Oh
and he
snap!
was saying that. And he said I was tripping him, but I was being like a smart ass when I was talking back to him, and he just punched me in my forehead.
He punched you in your forehead, not
Yeah,
your
because I
face.
because I tried to move, and he knocked me right on. He got me right on my forehead, left and not
Oh, so was this over in D.C.?
in Maryland. Yeah,
Oh, well, yeah. I don't know. You be seeing like how many people be out here fighting with each other. Like dude who got the fighting over. It was a dude who got the fighting over 2K, and he ended up going to meet the guy because they played online with each other. He went and met the guy, and I think one of them got killed.
there was just an article the other day about somebody getting killed playing Madden.
I think they had to have money on that game. 'Cause ain't no way in the world they taking that game that serious that they have to go meet up and fight about it. You know.
I don't know.
But then I get to thinking, Well, in today's world, I mean, it's pretty believable. I can see it. I can see people fighting about anything. I mean, should you go to the grocery store, you see people fighting about parking spots. Do you see people fighting about grocery carts? Then back when it was Black Friday, you see people like running through the stores and they fighting about toys and stuff. So
Uh,
I think people just gonna fight no matter what happens. They just gonna do it. So let's see what we got. Pet peeves that make you instantly angry. Oh, you got a lot of those. I see how you start smiling.
I don't know. I don't get angry at a lot of things. I mean, I question a
Kill,
lot of stuff, but I
kill,
don't think I get angry.
kill. You know you get angry.
I don't get angry.
Think about what you're saying right now.
I just question a lot of things.
No, I can say one thing, and I know how you get angry
What?
when you driving.
Oh, but that's stupid drivers. Those
Yeah,
niggas just
and
they
then
are.
and then you
They're just
be
bad drivers
you be
here.
in the
That's just a
fast
Washington
lane.
thing.
You be in the fast lane, and then there's a slow person in front of you.
But that's a Washington thing. That is, I swear that's a Washington thing.
So you saying you want like this in Texas?
No, the drivers aren't bad like this in Texas.
So you
It's
was
just
cool in Texas. So when you got up here, that's when it started.
Washington is the only place that I know that you can drive faster in the slow lane than you can in the fast lane. It's the only
Mm.
place. It's amazing. It's amazing on the highway how that happens. It's
But
just
you
amazes me.
but you just said you don't get mad.
Now I don't.
What you mean you don't?
Well, because we
You
work
know
at night.
you get. So you mean you got road rage?
Nah, I told you I just question things. Like, why is it that you're driving 60 in the fast lane, making everybody swerve around you?
Yeah. Then you be like, what are we doing? What are we doing out here? You know.
Exactly. What are we
See,
doing? It makes me question. It makes me question everything. What are we
I don't
doing
know.
out here as a society?
I think my pet peeve is people who. I think my thing is people who you can't tell nothing to because they know it all. You know, when you go somewhere, say you see something, and you be like, "Man, I just seen a dude get robbed around the block," and then they'll sit here and argue with you about, "Oh no, robberies don't happen around here." You'd be like, "I just seen it though." So I think that's one of my pet peeves right there. Is like people who know so much stuff without knowing nothing at the same time.
Yeah. It's like,
So then, oh, what you gonna say?
oh no, go ahead.
So then it's just like people who be spreading false information. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's my pet peeve. My pet peeve is like, yeah, the people you can't tell nothing because they know it all. They just make it hard to even talk to them.
Yeah, you just gotta leave those people alone after a while.
Well, it depends on what you're talking about. Because I mean, sometimes when you say stuff, uh, you know, they got something to say about every single thing. Sometimes people know stuff. Like you in the you got a business, and people tell you about stuff that they never done in business.
Yeah.
So then they tell you how you should be working and stuff like that. When they never even took a chance like that.
Oh,
So yeah,
and it's funny. It's funny because now when you present questions like that, it's not that I don't it's not things that frustrate me, but I do have things that I just like I said, I just have things that I just question. But it feels like frustration.
Like, oh, you mean like the driving or something else?
Like everything. Not everything. It's
Yeah.
just like I said, it's just things I just question. Like one thing I was thinking about earlier was like, why is it that if you have luxury items, like a luxury brand items, that means you're trying to show off that you're rich?
Hmm. Hmm. Well,
Like because I can't because like because I was looking at a clip and it was like a Mexican chick, or let's just say Hispanic, because I don't know what she was, but she looked Hispanic. And she had like 3 or 4 Louis Vuitton like shopping bags with her. And people were saying like you have like a down payment for a house, but you went instead go buy a bunch of bags. And like and then like the other like people were questioning her like regarding that way and then saying like you're just trying to fake like you're rich. So it's just funny when I always read comments like that.
well, I guess
And
the
I
thing is that people don't know everybody's lifestyle. So like we don't know if they rich or not, But I think sometimes people feel like, well, how many bags did the girl? You said three.
yeah, 3 or 4.
She was walking around with three or four.
Yeah. But like shopping bags. But you don't know what's in the bag. And I know like sometimes depending on like when you go to Louis Vuitton, if you ask them nicely, sometimes they'll wrap them up and individually and they will give you a bag for each item that you do purchase. So if you do buy 3 things, you can ask them like, "Hey, can you put them all 3 in individual bags, or can you just put everything in one big bag?" And usually they're nice enough to like hook you up, whichever way you ask.
So I don't know. I think people probably hate it because you know that's how they say wealthy people show off is you get stuff that people can't afford, you know. So you get like instead of you going to Walmart and buying a pack of Hanes t-shirts, you go to Gucci and buy a Gucci plain white t-shirt, but you pay $1,000 for it,
Yeah, see, but I think that's just stupid.
you
But
know.
I mean,
I
like,
mean,
but if you could do, I mean, but like, you could do it. If you could do it, you could do it. I mean, but like I said, I think it depends on like items, because like, I have luxury items, and I have like items that I paid a lot of money for. But like, in no means do I ever feel like, oh, I got these items because I'm rich. I do have item like I do look at it as that I have sunglasses that I know when I go to places, nobody has them on. And I do have sunglasses that I know look fucking bomb as hell. You can't tell me my glasses don't look nice as shit.
what?
So like that's what I'm saying. Like I buy them because like they look nice. Like they're nice items. Even like my bags that I have look nice whether I wear like a suit or I'm going out and I'm just like about to take Cameron to school one day or like whatever. Like whatever I have, it just like it's like a nice something that complements the outfit. But it's no means to show off that I'm like rich.
But then I guess to play devil's advocate is why would you spend that much money for glasses when you could have had bought some glasses for like $15?
Mm, because like I said, I know it's something it's unique. They're like if like the way people talk about them, they're not just like glasses. Like some people in the luxury world call it like each of individual thing like a piece. And that's what it is, like a piece, like an art piece. Like this is an art piece from like this person. And like these are glasses, these are a glasses piece from Louis Vuitton. And I know that like very few people are going to have them. Like since I've had like a few of my glasses, I've seen like two people wear a pair of the millionaires that I have. I've seen like nobody wear the Western, the other type, the newer what millionaires that I have. I haven't seen anybody wear those, and and I've probably seen like two people have cyclones. But like,
Mm,
but like when I see them on people, they look nice with the outfit. I'm like, damn, they put those glasses on with the outfit and they look nice. And that's what I'm saying. It just to me, it's like things that could complement the outfit.
but then, okay, so since you go out and buy luxury real items, how would you feel if somebody had a knockoff pair?
That's how I feel like when you want to be rich. Because if you can't, that's why I tell you, it feels weird. It's one of those things that, like I tell you, you're going to walk into, let's just say the Cheesecake Factory. You're going to go and have all your, let's say your Dior saddlebag. You're going to have your Dior t-shirt, some Dior jeans, some Dior some sneaker trainers, and you got like $5,000 worth of outfit. You try to like go in there, budget your food because you don't have like all the money that you're presenting you're having. So it's not like you're about to ball out inside Cheesecake Factory. So, and then like when it comes to tip, you're like tipping the least as possible. So it's like presenting yourself as rich, but then being frugal. And then that's what I'm saying. That's what makes you look kind of like cheap.
Mm, mm. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'd be thinking like about the people who be like, I don't want to spend that much money for these items, but I can go get these knockoff pairs and have just as much as the same attention.
They can until
Yeah.
somebody who has the real thing like notices it and they're just like,
But
as I
then,
tell you, like you just know.
but then you have to get close in order to know, right?
Sometimes.
Hmm. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would just, I just be wondering because the resale, the rep business is a $1 billion business now. And the more limited they make something, the more knockoffs of it they make.
Yeah. Go
So
go get you a fake Labubu.
well, they got fake Labubu's too.
Yeah, because there might be, I think they're like I told you, they're like $25 and they be reselling them things for like $80.
The real ones or
And
the
since
knockoff?
they be reselling the real ones for like $80. And now they be selling the knockoff ones for like 40, like almost double the price.
Hmm.
For like 40 to $60.
See, but then do you think a person with a real Labubu would be able to tell when someone have a
Hell
fake?
yeah. Yeah, that's what the South Park episode was about. The last episode of South Park was about that. That the girls were like complimenting each other on their Labubus, and then the girls was like, she like dissed her in a slick way. She was like, oh, I can't remember what she said, but she basically just like slick dissed her about her Labubu being a knockoff, and then they just end up fighting.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I think Jordan was the number one with the knockouts that I can remember. But then like when you see fake Gucci and fake Louis and all that stuff, I mean I don't know because they making some nice stuff these days, from what I heard.
It's hard, but you gotta like it's hard to see from a distance, but you gotta like be able to go up and see it in hand. Like if you go and look at a stuff in hand, you can you can start see like small little imperfections and like stuff in like the hardware that isn't correct. And like and especially like the touch of like canvas and everything. Like some fake bags you can just tell by like the feel, and then some you can tell by the touch because some have like a weird ass sheen to it. And then, like I said, it's just like the construction of the bag is just not. sometimes correct.
Mm, well, yeah. I mean, I think that's taken from a person who buy a lot of real stuff. You
Mm,
know.
well, my wife buys more real stuff than I do.
But then I don't. Man, I guess it's hard because due to the way that the economy is going, with people getting laid off and all this other stuff, do you think it would be wise for them to want, if they used to having luxury items, would it be wrong for them to continue to want luxury items if they do not have a job?
That's fucking retarded.
You said,
You'd be
well,
straight uh, that would be a straight retarded. Nah,
I
but
mean, but
like,
think about how many people go in debt to buy their stuff.
but they also, but
Because
they
you can't.
also hold
Can you return luxury items?
no, but they also hold their value. Some things hold their value because that's why I
So
told you,
you think
like I told you, the first bag that Carmen ever bought, I think we paid 12, no, it was like 12, and then after taxes I think it was like 14, and that same bag right now is like 1900. So
mm,
even her after getting the use and use it after all these years and everything, if she wanted to sell the bag, we could sell it for what we bought paid for it. And she has like number of bags that have gone up in price. Even I have a couple of bags that have gone up in price.
so then
So
the question is how long would you hold on to them?
oh,
Like,
I'm
would this
planning on
be
keeping mine for.
like a 20-year investment?
No, I don't plan on ever selling mine. Mine I want to keep. Because like, I have the one that I use every day, the one that you say is my purse. I use that one every day. And like that one will get passed, like that'll probably get passed down to Cameron when she's old enough. Or when that new one comes out, that 35, and I go buy that one, the bigger one. I want to get that one. I
Well,
gotta upgrade. I want to get
well,
that one
yeah,
for sure.
well, yeah. Kale do have a bag, and I do get on him about that bag because this bag is called. It got a special name. It ain't just called a
It's a
bag.
it's a Louis Vuitton keep all bandolier.
See,
And
look
it's
at
a
that.
size
Look at
25,
that.
but we about to upgrade. But we about to upgrade to that 35 as soon as it comes available on that cart.
So you see how many words he just said to describe his purse, you know. And I thought it was just like a crossbody. No, not that.
It,
That's not the crossbody bag, right?
it is a crossbody bag.
See, and so I asked Kel. I was like, Kel, why you got this purse? You know, and what you tell me?
Because I always carry a lot of shit with me.
Yeah, he said, that's where he keep all his stuff at. So to
Yeah.
me, I could never understand that part of fashion because it did look like a purse, to me. But then,
And then as soon as we got in the car, homie was like, "Hey, you got this on you? Cause I ain't got. I need this. You got this?" I'm like, "Yep."
wait, yeah, what? Wait, who me?
Yeah, when your ass was all ashy, you're like, "By chance, you got any lotion?" And I was like, "That's why you talking shit about my bag. That's how I'm able to carry everything up in here."
But then, did y'all hear where he said we were? He said when we got in the car, so he could have had some lotion in the car, you know,
Oh,
but he had lotion in his bag,
so we
you
get
know.
in and outside the car. We ain't always inside the car.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. You're right. I don't know. With me, I just take a backpack, you know.
And you know how it is in Tacoma. They be like jacking people's. They be breaking up in cars.
Yeah, but if you leave your bag in the car, they'll leave their jacket too. Well, that's the thing. I wouldn't leave my stuff just out in plain sight.
So I don't leave
You
anything in the car. Take everything with
Yeah,
me.
yeah. It's just like the Bay Area. You don't want to leave nothing in your car, you know.
Uh,
But earlier, me and Kel were talking about this thing called ladders because we heard it from this YouTuber about how iPhone, how they charge different prices for like the small stuff. What was that YouTuber name?
I think his name is Marquise Brown.
Yeah, you know. And so Marquise was talking about, the different versions of iPhones and how Apple, changed the price. Like they add a little bit of memory, they take it up for this. They add a new color or something, they take it up for that. Then Kel got talking about like at the stores, how you see something for like $2.50. No, you talking about popcorn, right?
Well, he was saying like in the video, what he was saying in the video is that like Apple, when you're looking through their products, when you're like, okay, I can get a iPhone 16 that has 516 gigs for $1,000. But if you look at the iPhone 17 at $1,000, you can get the 256 gig, and you're like, well, now I can get the newest phone, and it puts you in and it just constantly keeps you up the ladder because eventually you're like, well, if I get the five 12 gigabytes in the iPhone 17, and when you look into that range, well, then you're already getting the iPhone Pro, the 17 Pros. So now you can look at purchasing a Pro and getting the lowest tier Pro when you can possibly get the best of the best staying at the lower rung. But it's
Mm.
just the way that like they suck you out of money and they kind of limit your choice. Even though you think you're getting a choice of like multiple options, they're really just putting you on a ladder to either pick A or B.
Well, yeah, I mean, because even like back in the day, what they had like the 64 gigabyte with memory, and then they had the
Oh yeah.
120, 128,
28.
then they had
Yeah.
two 250, 256 or something. And then after 256, what was it? Because 256 was the top, right? That's the most you can get on the iPhone, ain't it?
Back in the day. And then they started making 512s. And then after they started making 512s, they did 1 terabyte. And now they got up to two. But that's only
Oh, they
on like
got they
certain
got a phone for
certain
2 terabytes,
yeah, I believe it's only on like a max.
and that's still for the 1200.
Oh no. That shit's like way past 1200.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was just 1200.
I
But
think
then,
I think if I'm correct, I believe that's like on like the it's like on a max phone and it's like the highest memory. So it's going to be the most expensive phone there is. And if it's not 2 terabytes, then it's just at least one.
we was also talking about like you at the store and they have like this one price for this item, and then you look right to
Oh,
the
like
right.
Oh, we were
Oh, go
talking about
ahead.
like at the movie theater, like how you can go to the movie theater and it'll be a small drink for $6, and the medium will be let's say 630, and then the large will be 650. Well, the difference between the medium and the small is 30 cents, and the difference between the medium and the large is only 20. But in total, from the small to medium, it's 50 cents. And you just be like, well, I might as well just get the large because it's really not that big of a difference to pay 50 cents over a small. So really, they're just giving you a choice of a small or a large because it's kind of pointless to pay for the medium.
But then ain't that just like what the fast food places do too?
Yeah, everybody
You know,
does it.
when they want you
You
to
just have
like,
to look at the pricing.
they want you to like update a meal or something like that, upgrade your meal. They'd be like, oh, you can do this for like 50 cents more.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, well, yeah. Mm. All right, so this is gonna this is gonna throw you off right here. This topic right here. What's the absolute worst superpower to have?
What's the
And
worst
now Kel
superpower to
watch a
have?
lot of movies. So this is gonna be quite interesting to hear what his answer is.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a shitty superhero.
Would that be
I
like
don't know.
Hawkeye?
To like, I mean,
No, 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 no,
at
no,
least he
no,
could.
no. That what's the
I
woman
mean,
in Marvel?
which
Uh,
woman?
the one who sacrificed herself in Endgame, who jumped off the cliff.
The green chick and the green chick, Kimura.
No, not Gamora. No, her daddy pushed her off. But no,
The one
remember
that jumped.
Hawkeye and this woman was debating on who was gonna be the person to take their life.
Oh, the Black Widow.
Yeah, I would have to say her.
Oh, Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, my guess is either her or Batman.
But like, I don't even think Scarlett Johansson had powers. I think she just had training.
And
The
don't she
same
got
thing
a
of like,
superpower?
nah, I don't think she has a superpower. I think she's just like a trainer, like a shield agent.
Yeah, I thought she had a
So
power.
she just, so she can just fight and shit. And then
Oh,
Batman's just rich and he knows karate.
okay. So them two don't count. All right. Hmm.
That's what I'm
Who
saying.
you
Like a
got?
shitty power could be like, that's what I'm saying. To have a shitty power is like to have like super smell or some shit, like a dog.
Trying to think. Who you got?
That's what I was saying. I was saying like, I don't know. I can't think of like a
I mean, you
superhero
got the
that
you
has
got the
like bad
X
power.
Men. You got Marvel. Um, I don't know. I mean, sure, it could be somebody from the Fantastic Four.
No, I don't know. I still got to go watch that new one.
I'm trying to think of. I don't know. I thought it was Batman. You know. Now you got me thinking. I'm trying to figure out who could have a bad superpower. Mm. Man, I ask some of these questions I don't even have no answers to. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Thinking about somebody from Marvel because Iron Man don't even have a superpower, right? Yeah, he just rich. He like Batman.
Rich and smart, like yeah, like Batman.
Yeah. So
That's why Iron Man. That's why Captain America can kick his ass.
what about the one Avenger, um, the one that be with Groot, the one who like to dance with the music, Star Lord.
That is a good question. I don't even know if he has the power.
Hey man, why you keep shutting all my answers down? That's the third one you shut down. Who you got?
I don't know. I don't watch. I haven't watched any like superhero joints like that.
Get all the movies you watch.
You know me. I'm watching a horror movie for a
You've been
horror
you've
or a
been
comedy
offended.
for
You've been
anything.
offended at me when I don't even know some of the answers to some of these actors that be in these movies.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm asking you like somebody who you definitely should know, especially if they've been in like a black movie.
So now, well, so you shut down Star Lord, you shut down Batman, you shut down the Black Widow. I don't think I shoot. That's three people. I don't think I got no more. You don't got one.
You just said a shitty superpower. I wasn't thinking of a superhero.
Well, they are
That's what I was
superheroes.
saying. But you just said like, what's a bad superpower, not a
Mm.
superhero. superpower would just be like something shitty. It'd be just have like super smell.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Because
shoot.
I'll take super eyesight, see like far, or just have like super like sight to
What about
see, yeah, like far or
what about like
close.
what about like super strength?
Who wouldn't take that one? That would be a good one. It's, it's so
What about like
generic.
what about invisibility?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's, I think those are like all generic. Like, who wants to, like to fly? Was it to run fast?
Or
What is the
Aquaman?
what's swim underwater?
Man, yeah, I need to do some research before I ask these questions. I don't even got nobody who got a bad superpower.
I'll do teleportation. That'd
Nah,
be like one of the best.
that would be nice. Well, now you got me thinking. Was the mask a superhero?
Jim Carrey the mask?
Yeah.
Nah,
Think about it. Think about it. He went and saved people. You know, he went and did the bank thing and gave it to like the poor people. So is he
honestly, dog,
considered a superhero?
I can't even remember anything from the mask but him in a yellow suit. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you who else was in the movie. I can't even tell you what the movie's about.
Cameron Diaz.
Mm, see, I don't even know that.
Yeah, I know. Well, shoot. Well, I don't know. I know it's late. It's late for us. Uh, I want to thank Kellz for coming on. Did you want to send any shout outs to anybody?
Shout out to my mom and dad, and my wife. Love you guys. And to my daughter. Nah.
No, like I said, from time to time, we're probably gonna come on with some clips. I just have to. I just got. I'm still working this new thing on the computer. So once I learn it better, some of those clips you see on YouTube about like people asking questions and people responding to them. We're probably gonna have some of those. Because what was the dude who used to do it back in the day?
Kevin
Uh,
Samuels? I don't know.
yeah, yeah, Samuel. You
Oh,
know,
I thought I was gonna say somebody else, but
uh, yeah,
you're gonna
Kevin
get
Samuel.
canceled. You're gonna get your
Huh?
ass canceled before you started. No.
Oh no, I'm gonna let you answer. Um, yeah, I'm gonna let you answer. But yeah, like Kevin Samuels be having you know, I don't know. It depends on how depend on what the question is and what the topic is about. I put it like that. But we're gonna go on and wrap it up. Thank y'all for tuning in again. Kel gotta get some rest. Like I said, it's late over here, and it looked like he just got lighter. So,
I was about to
as
start.
always, you said what?
Boss said this is time you usually start work.
Oh yeah, but not tonight. You ready to go get in bed. But hey, y'all go subscribe, and share the episodes on all major platforms. Go follow on. We got a new TikTok. Still trying to get used to it. Daily clips come out every day except for Thursday because that's the day that the main episodes come out. Audio is on all major platforms. You can catch the full length video on YouTube. Oh man, dang, I'm trying to think. Yeah, and I think that's it. And we're gonna start having questions where I gotta figure out if y'all can call in or y'all can send a message somehow um, to say stuff. So once again, thank y'all for tuning into this stuff. All right, we out.